All right, let me start by apologizing for the horrible audio. I've got things turned down. I'm not using a headset, and I've got a really sensitive boom mic, so my apologies. I emailed you earlier and said that I got it working, and technically I did. I had the throttle working in the configuration tool correctly, but then I went over here to Elite Dangerous, and it was not working correctly. It was the detent where I had neutral set to wasn't doing what it should have. So came back over here, tried to recalibrate again, and now I'm getting the same errors I used to get. So let me go ahead and show that I've got these separated, right? They're not joined together. I went and tried to calibrate this again. I don't remember, I didn't change anything over here. But basically, when I finished my first calibration, I moved to my detent, which was right here. And it's not showing any movement now, right? Because it's glitched out. It keeps getting these link errors. But this was at 15%. So then I came in here, and you get the little line right here that shows where your physical position is, and then I change this to match that. Well, now when it is automatically inverted, I have to go the opposite. So for 15 I would do 85%, or if it's 15 here I would do 85. But if it's not inverted, you can just make a match. It's not doing anything now. I don't know why. This last time I came in here to do it, it just gave me 100 link errors. So I just wanted to show you that, and then I will go ahead and let's see, how do you reset the whole thing? Profile, reset profile. I'll just go ahead and create a whole new profile. Now, granted, I do have a Constellation Alpha. I have a lot of drift issues with that, but that's a whole nother problem for a whole nother day. I'm trying to focus on the throttle first. All right, so I've got a brand new profile. Go to Axis. Go to Calibrate. Now, ultimately, and you'll have to correct me on this, ultimately I would like to have the two joined together just so that, I'm not rubbing my pinky on the other throttle. I'd like to have them joined. But for the time being, we'll just mess with this one. Now that seems to be working just fine, right? So save calibration. Double click it. Actually, go back. Cancel. My primary axis is 2 because that's the one I'm using. So I'm basing that off of this is axis 2, right? The number 2. Right, so I've got that. Double click here. Center, I haven't messed with any of this. See, by default it comes inverted. So that's what I was talking about when I go to do my center. I'm going to do it with center. I'm going to move to my detent. And see, now it's at 16. See, this value is always changing. Always, which is what happened before it completely locked up this last time and I started recording. So it's 16%. I have to go to 84% here to get that line to match up. Ish. Okay. So I know that if I press these, it will hard code them, but I'm not going to do that right now. Dead zone off. I don't really know anything about that. Buttons. Zoom trim. I don't see anything else here that I know of to set. So I'll set it. Now, I can go through the motions. That's all the way back. So the configuration tool reads that as 0, but my game should read that as full reverse. Now, see, now it's at 15% again. I don't know, it's just sensitive. Anyway, go over here to my game, and it's Is it actually stopping? Nope. Now I'm in my detent, and my game is completely tripping out. It's going forward. Oh, it's because I'm inverted. I'm gonna have to go into the settings, options, controls, ship controls, flight throttle, throttle axis. Right, so I got my axis. Now it's inverted, so I'm gonna click into regular, apply, back, resume. Now I'm still in my detent, which should be off, and I'm still going forward. Right, that's full forward, so now I'm going to go to inverted again. Controls, ship. Flight throttle, inverted, apply. Alright, so now I'm in my detent, and now I'm going full reverse, but I should be at 0 because I have that set as the center. Down is just more reverse. Up is full forward. So I don't know what's going on here. This worked one time yesterday, and what I noticed yesterday was when I would go full forward, you see, I don't know how much you know about this stupid game, but that blue section of my throttle there in the right, just right of center, that's the ideal middle range for your speed for maneuverability. And then anything behind that is slower. Anything forward of that is faster in both forward and reverse. What was happening yesterday was when it was stopping at the detent and sitting at 0, and I wasn't actually moving through space, whenever I would go full forward, I couldn't even get out of the blue range and go any faster than that. It would just stop. And then in in reverse, it just, I don't know how much reverse I was getting. I don't go in reverse very often. But anyway, I came back over to the configurator tool, and I had noticed that, see, they're starting to do it again. The values were starting to change. So I went to calibrate axis again. Oh, there's another thing. I have not yet, let me try this. This might be the problem. I keep forgetting to save VPC device. Let's see if this fixes it. Okay. Let's see what happens when I go back to my game. See, you can even see in the game the throttle is just jumping around. It's just constantly moving. And now, after saving it, my y-axis in the detent, which is at 15% from the rear position, says it's at 87%. And when I go all the way up, it's still going forward, but I don't, it's just always changing. I don't understand. Everything I try to do, every time I calibrate, it just starts doing something different. And the only thing I changed, you saw in the background, the only thing I changed when this was at 16 was I clicked the save button, and then everything flipped around. So I will try to set this to 13. No, I can't set it to 13 because it's saying the detent's at 87. So what if I do 87, right? Let's just, for shits and giggles, let's see what that does. Okay. Absolutely nothing. Still in my detent. Sitting there. Oh, well, I didn't save it again. Let me go to save. Let's see what happens. Now in the detail, it's changed again. It says it's at 89%. Like, I don't understand. This has been happening since I bought this thing 2 years ago. That and the stick drift on my Constellation Alpha and my, I don't even remember what model the base is, but I can look at it if necessary. But this calibration software and the fact that nothing stays where it's supposed to, no matter how big a dead zone I put on the stick, it's always drifting. The throttle, I can get it set right once. And then every time I move the throttle, it just changes on its own. And I've completely wiped my computer several times and reinstalled. Yes, I've got a lot of stuff installed on it right now. But at the time when I was really trying to get heavy into troubleshooting this and getting this set up, the only thing I had installed was Steam, Elite Dangerous, and the configuration tool. And then, just random Windows updates and Discord. I could use some help. I mean, I've spent a lot of money on both of my Constellation Alphas, both gimbals, the mounting things, the throttle and the mounting stuff for the throttle. I'm extremely frustrated. Oh, but you wanted to see me create it. I just created a new profile, right? I think you just saw me do that. Yeah. And that's how we got to where we are right now. So I don't know what to do. If you could help, man, just anything you can do would be great.